Hello again, and I have to do another one of these. This one, sorry about that. This one is more or less more of the same. This is another Floodgate match. I think we lost this one. After this, I think I decided to go with one of the Serenity matches, well, a couple of Serenity matches maybe. This is all from this weekend, pretty much.
Floodgate node.
And, I have to apologize. That last video, the sound was just terrible. I thought it would work out leaving the other game running with the audio in the background, but the levels were way off. It was just way too high, and unfortunately, after I don't do rehearsals on this. Once I've spent an hour doing this, I'm not going back and doing it again. And I had it all recorded on a single. There's no multi-track shit going on either. I didn't have the option of editing out that audio in the background, and I would have had to do the whole thing over again. So I'm just not going to do that because I'm lazy. But you know, I try to learn from experience. So I've actually still got the game playing back there, but I've toned down the sound a little bit with the Windows mixer. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. Hopefully it won't drown me out completely. Not that I'm saying anything terribly interesting. Yeah, this is the usual stuff here. We've lost our nemesis over there to an EMP mine, and I'm jumping up and down comically here and trying to burn out that EMP mine. It's only got so many charges in it, so you sit there and you trigger it off over and over until it's over with, and then the lock goes away on your vehicle and you get your vehicle back. And that's what Fun Times is down there. He's recovered his nemesis. Try to keep him alive long enough so we can do some good with it. Completely missed with that flat cannon. Let's see if I can finish him off this thing. Nope. A couple up back there's the orb with Chogi Loco there playing it. Okay.
Attack the Floodgate node.
Well, he's usually not hard to get. Yeah. Still wasting 90% of my free time on that other game. I can't believe how much time I spent playing Elite Dangerous. It's just ridiculous. There's really not that much to it the way I'm playing it. I'm pretty much doing nothing but space trucking, you know. I'm going from one star system to the next, hauling, you know, whatever pays the most money, which is usually gold or palladium or drugs or slaves or something high price that I get a decent profit off of it. And hopefully don't have to traverse too many star systems to get there. Yeah. That federal dropship, it's got some nice things going for it, especially once you get it upgraded. But it is stupidly expensive to upgrade the thing. The thrusters, the class A thrusters for this thing cost 16 million credits. I mean, the last ship I had, the entire ship, once I sold it, was less than 16, was like 8 million credits.
Attack the Floodgate node.
These ships get exponentially more expensive as you go along, I guess. I can't imagine what it would cost to have like a federal Corvette or something. That'd be ludicrous. I'm not even sure what I'd need a ship like that for. The drop ship I can see because it's pretty good for hauling cargo. It can hold as much cargo. It can hold a little more cargo than a Type 6.
Attack the Floodgate node.
And it's got some decent weapon mounts on it. I can shoot down pretty much nearly all the bot pirates that come along. And I'm not going to try anything with the human pilots until I figure out exactly how I'm supposed to hit anything with the rail guns and the plasma guns and all that stuff. Until I can do that, it's probably not worth worrying about.
Attack the enemy prime node.
Way behind the curve on this stuff.
Attack the enemy prime node.
I'm still in the process of gathering together all the parts to make my little head tracker deal, my little homemade head tracker deal, following the recipe on the website there. My resistors never showed up, so I'm gonna go ahead and run the whole thing off a single 1.5 volt battery with no resistors. and I don't know why that wouldn't work. Spent some time today locating little plastic tubes to run wires through and cutting them to size. Now I gotta carefully glue all those together to make the frame point reference. Then I gotta take my camera apart and rip out the IR filter and put in a little piece of floppy disk that you're supposed to use to complete that modification. And that should be all there is to it, but it's gonna take me weeks, I can see that, because, you know, I do this stuff a little at a time, because I'm too busy playing this stupid game, you know. Well, there's about a million things I'd like to do, but I'm too busy playing this stupid game. It's ridiculous. I have no time, especially when I'm up here working like 70 or 75 or 80 hours a week on this dumb. Well, I don't know how many. That ain't that many. But working a shitload of overtime, that's for sure.
Attack the floodgate.
Way too much. Not as much as a doctor or an anesthetologist works, but you know, your anesthetologist makes $400,000 a year. There's a limit to my sympathy. I appreciate he works a lot of hours, but you know what? He's damn well getting paid for it. Getting paid too much, if you ask me. But nobody's asking me that. Yeah, we're in trouble now. Yeah, we might lose this one, I think.
Blue core is secure.
Alrighty. Yeah, I was watching videos a little while ago. These people are screwing around with VR helmets with this game now. Well,
I have the orb.
I wouldn't mind doing all that. I wouldn't. It's just I don't have time really. Jeez. It's enough trouble to set this junk up to a standard just like it is. I'm really pushing it with this head tracker thing. I'm pretty sure I'll get around to doing that, but it's going to take some time. Okay. This is the position I usually take when we lose our prime. If I'm not in the walker, I'll be over here with an Averill and a sniper rifle, hoping to keep people from getting to the core, like this guy who probably get past me. No, we might. Yeah, we got him just barely. Took a hell of a lot of damage doing it. This is a good place to be with the Averill because they like to fly in around the back there with their Vipers and shit, and if you don't get them before they reach the pavilion there, they're going to put a shitload of damage on your core. Oh, we got our prime back. And there's an EMP mine right here. And I'm going to take a few of the charges off it, but I can't hang around here too long because there's some red guy. Yeah, let me take another charge off it. And another one.
Blue core is under attack.
Oh.
Attack.
Yeah, you came out of nowhere. Okay.
I've got the orb.
Yeah, we're definitely pushed back.
Blue core is secure.
Wonder why I posted this. I guess I thought this was dramatic. We must stage a semi-comeback at some point, although I'm pretty sure we are going to win this. Almost certainly.
Defend the floodgate node.
Okay. Still desperately trying to hang on to the prime. Floodgate's not really an issue. We've got fun times on our team here, which is a help. I think Barr's in here, but if he is, he's on the other team. I doubt I'll get either of these two out. Probably get shot by a third guy over on my right. Nah, that was one of those, I think. Getting a headshot with that sniper rifle is definitely a challenge, but that is one of the nice things. Oh god, I need to get the hell away from this doorway. That walker's in there getting ready to... Yeah, this is definitely a bad place to be. I'm thinking I could take this guy out with secondary stinger, which is a pretty ridiculous idea. Oh, miscalculated just a little bit. I think I'm done with him. Amazingly, we've got the center. Not sure how anybody got past all that.
Attack the floodgate node.
Well, let me go back and grab the orb and try to run that. Of course, there's someone sitting right there.
Kraylan.
I have the orb.
waiting to tow the orb carrier. Let's see if we can get to the prime with this. And he's going to go through the window. They love to go through that window.
Red core is vulnerable.
It ends up with the orb carrier far too often getting detached and stranded outside, but
I have the orb.
it does save a lot of time to make it through there. I'm not sure if there's a trick to that or not. I usually have pretty good luck with it. Oh, there's a lurker in here. That's you, camping the nuke, as they like to do. And this is a rather difficult response to that. You get in here and hopefully snipe him down. But you gotta be quick when he pops up there. The nuke is gonna spawn right there where my crosshair is, so. And they have to go right there to pick it up. So if you're quick, I think I will be able to get him. It's not gonna be a headshot. It's probably gonna. He's just low on health there. Yeah, there we go. We got him out. I can stop worrying about the nuke for a few seconds anyway. Take this guy out because he's gonna be trouble. See if he managed to dump a spider mine down there or something.
Attack the floodgate node.
It looks like we're gonna lose that node.
Floodgate node.
Flood is down to 32, so I kind of need to worry about that instead. Amazing that we've managed to put some damage on their core. Haven't been paying attention, so I have no idea when that happened. Another lurker up here, another camper waiting for that nuke to... And I'm not going to be able to do anything about him because I screwed up and fell off the walkway. Get up in here.
Attack the center node.
If he's going to have a nuke, he's likely is not going to show up in the next few seconds, so this would be a good time to get away from this area. Possibly back up to the nuke spawn point just to see if he's still there. And he is not. He must have that nuke, and that might be him right there. Getting ready to take out my hamster ball. Ditch that.
I've got the orb.
Oh, did we get him? Maybe.
Attack the enemy prime node.
Nowhere near enough health on that hamster ball to be driving around like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of... Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, bad electrical connections on the microphone. I'm kind of in a bad place with that other game. I'm pretty much spending all my time running federal packages. I've decided to... I've pulled back to the capital area, and I'm just running federal packages out to the systems that are being undermined. That's not quite as much. I'm not quite enjoying that as much as I was when I was just running out, basing in one of the control systems and running like the liberal propaganda, the federal aid packages and shit like that to systems that we were trying to expand out to. But I decided I'd be more service to the empire if I shored up the systems that were being attacked instead of that. But basing out of the capital, the distances to traverse are a bit further. And there's a few more human pirates who are a big problem always. Distances are a problem in that ship because one of the bad things about this federal dropship is that it has basically very lousy range. It's the furthest I can get on a single jump is about 14 light years, and that's with no cargo, which is just horrible. And and I don't even have any armor on the thing. I've just got the stock alloy skin. If I were to upgrade and put military armor on the thing, that would drop me another light year or two. Everything that has weights drops your range. Upgrading the thrusters, which is the next thing I'm working on. I got to get 16 million credits together to get the grade A thrusters. That'll drop the range some more. By the time I get done upgrading as far as it'll go, I'll be lucky to get 12 light years out of this thing on a jump. It gets to the point with these ships, if the range gets shitty enough, it gets to the point where there's just a significant fraction of stars that you just can't get to. Because no matter what route you take, at some point you end up having to make a jump that's further than what your ship can go. Oh, that's the end of that orb run. It's not, I'm not really anywhere near that point, but it's still annoying because getting anywhere requires multiple jumps, and these jumps take time, definitely. And every jump you make, when you come out at the other end, you gotta. There's a chance there's gonna be some obnoxious human player over there playing pirate. I mean, I know they're not doing it for money because it really doesn't pay that well. I mean, what are they going to steal? You know, they're going to steal my 14 containers of coffee or whatever it is. I mean, sometimes I'm carrying palladium or gold or like that, but it's never all that much. I mean, they could make more money just trading the shit like I do. No, they just do it because they want to shoot people. That's what it is. And now imagine once you acquire the skill to use the railguns and the plasma cannons and all that crap, I imagine it becomes pretty tempting to spend your time doing that. But I still think I'm still pretty far away from that. I've mounted a plasma cannon on a couple of these ships before, and I can't hit a damn thing. It's a complete waste of time. I just have to stick with the gimbal lasers and all that crap. I don't even mess with the turrets. I just use gimbaled everything. That's the only way I can hit anything, pretty much. I'm worthless with aiming. You know, and forget about turning off flight assist. I understand the principle, but you know, it ain't happening. Not anytime soon. You know. I definitely need to practice this stuff a little bit. That background music is swelling a little bit there. I wonder, I might have to turn this down more. I've got this thing turned down all the way, but damn, it still sounds loud to me. Let me take it down to 2 here. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that ain't gonna drown me out on the recording, because I'm sure as hell not doing this again. This is about an hour worth of video here. Jesus Christ. Okay. I still haven't played Infinity Battlescape or this shit. I gave these people $250. I haven't played the fucking game. I guess, you know, what can I say? You know, there's only so many hours in the day, and for whatever reason, I'm completely obsessed with this stupid Elite Dangerous game, it's not even that big of a deal, you know, it's just that you know, I mean, there's a lot of things about Elite Dangerous that you know that I feel that bother me. Oh yeah, that's our loss on that one. Okay, that's a pretty good lineup of players there. There's a lot of things in that game that I think that I don't like. Well, there's a lot of things in that game that I wish were in the game that aren't. I think it's missing some things that I wish were in there. For example, there should be a way for players to transfer cargo to each other. There should be ways for players to transfer credits to each other. None of this, it's amazing to me that you've got this game where you can travel to any of 400 million star systems and do trading and everything else, but you can't transfer credits to other players. You can't transfer cargo to other players except by the jerry-rigged maneuver of dumping your cargo containers in space and letting him scoop them up one at a time with his cargo scoop, which is an obnoxious way to go about it. There ought to be. Is he hauling an orb? I'll bet he is. You know, maybe. There ought to be facilities in the docks for you to. There ought to be facilities in the docks for you to store cargo outside the ship. I mean, you ought to have the option of storing cargo in a warehouse somewhere instead of either having it on the ship or nowhere. You know. Yeah, get that nuke. Okay. When you store a ship, you ought to have the option of transferring the cargo that's in it to another ship or into a warehouse to be stored until you decide what to do with it. No, right now all that happens is when you go to store a ship, if there's anything in it, you just get a nasty little message that says you got to empty the hold first, which means dumping the stuff into space and then losing it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I have to wonder about that. I know stuff like that is not hard to do for people to put stuff like this together. So that tells me that somewhere along the line there was a meeting, and I'm sure there were donuts. And in that meeting, or in that series of meetings, a lot of donuts were eaten, and a lot of thinking went on. And they arrived at the conclusion that they were not going to do this stuff. I mean, I don't believe that it's something that they would find technically hard to do at all. They made the decision not to do it, and I really have to wonder why. I do not understand that at all. Because it's just maybe they I don't know what it is. Because elements like that, they take a game like that and they just add whole new dimensions to it, of live player skullduggery, players screwing each other over in all kinds of imaginative ways. I mean, this is what, from what little I've seen of it, this is what Eve does in spades. I mean, they've just got buttloads of players screwing each other over with all kinds of baroque financial transactions. Maybe the developers have a bad impression of that kind of thing. Maybe they don't want the players doing that kind of stuff. Maybe they want the players only doing the straightforward gameplay that the game is supposed to, in quotes, supposed to be about. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never heard the dialogue about this kind of thing, so I really couldn't tell you. Am I going to make this? Maybe. That guy tried to deny me. Oh, just barely got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've never heard the arguments pro or con on it, so I have no idea. It's interesting to think about. I mean, it's not a crucial issue. I obviously must enjoy the game because I basically spend, every minute of my free time that I can possibly manage to play in this dumb game, just flying cargo from one star to another. What's the fascination? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's just greed. I'm trying to figure out how to make the most money possible with it, get the best possible ship, and somewhere along the line, I have the vague idea that I'm going to learn how to shoot them railguns and plasma cannons. I guess that's all it is, really. I don't know.
Defend the prime node.
But definitely need to make more time for some of these other games. Epic has Paragon out. They've been sending me emails about this fucking Paragon game. I want to look at that game, and I just can't drag myself away from this stupid space game. Well, don't I just have problems, I guess. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, Putin's invading Syria, right? Well, he's pulling out of Syria now. Yeah. Ha ha, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah, we're pulling out of Syria. Yeah, sure we are. Yeah, and you can believe it because my name is Vladimir Putin or whatever the hell it is. He wouldn't lie about a thing like that.
Red core is vulnerable.
Yeah, the only thing we could prove that, well, not gonna talk politics. Don't like politics. It's a necessary evil, politics. Oh, can we keep this guy? Yeah, just about. We might win this. No, I don't think we're gonna win this one either. We are way ahead, aren't we? Rocky Mountain gets the suicide with the Scorpion. Fun time. No, that's JZL in the tank. Okay, let's see if we can keep him alive. He's taking fire though. Oh, he's going down. Yeah, that's it for him. You go back and pick up this Avril. They're probably gonna get their node back at any moment. Orb is still there. Probably get into the turret. No, maybe not. Don't like to get into the turret on this side of the map because there's way too many snipers over there. They got pickups for the sniper rifles over there, right there by the spawn point. You get into that turret and almost inevitably you're going to get headshot out of it. That's the end of that node. Of course, you get headshotted out of the turret on the other side often enough too, but they kind of have to make a little journey to get to the point to get to that point. They have to get up to the midpoint on top of the hill there at least, or sometimes they climb up on top of that elevated walkway in the middle of the forest and they get into position up there and headshot you out of the turret. But it's a little bit of a trip for them. Whereas over here, on the enemy side, all they got to do is spawn and there's their sniper rifle and they're good to go. Okay, got pushed back to our prime, went into the defensive position. Enemy prime went back down, so grab the orb where it spawned. There's a tow right there. But I'm going to grab the armor first, and then we'll get on our way. We don't have to go after the mine node because our team already has it. Like to go after the enemy prime, but there's fire on our prime, so we're going to have to cover that at least for a moment. Looks like it's cleared up. Looks like he's waiting on me. Yeah, so we'll take another shot at this. Kind of hoping he'll go for a fling here, but he's not the flinging type. He's just going to drag me right in here and get knocked off.
3 minutes
and that's going to doom me. The Scorpion's going to come in. Okay. 4 seconds on that levy node, so we'll probably be okay.
Leviathan available. Grab your orb.
I gotta go back in the defensive position. Hopefully somebody will get in the levy and drive that in. I could do that, but I always want to be back here. I want to be by the node. Because if the node's going down, this is the place to be to try to stop that. Here comes the red orb. Looks like he got knocked over. Nah, there's too much stuff out there shooting him up. I don't know how that node got in here, but he managed. Oh yeah, probably a flank. I thought I saw the node go down, but that was probably just a glimpse of a flank that I didn't appreciate what it was. Okay. This is probably this is the beginning of the end here. There's only like 2 minutes left to go on this.
I have the orb.
Make a desperate attempt to get our node back. If I can get this orb carry up here, I'll get both of these guys off. No, I don't think so. Get them off. Alright. Okay.
Leviathan construction stopped.
And, well, we got our prime back, so that's not so bad. Hang on a second. Okay, let me finish up here.
Attack the mine node.
I think this is still the second match. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose this one. We've got our prime back for the moment, but probably not gonna keep it long. Ooh, I gotta get in this other game and load up some more propaganda.
1 minute remains.
About every half hour, I have to go in here and load up propaganda. That's my That's the only strategy I have, really. Well, I've got a bounty voucher. Not paying attention. Yeah, you really... Oh god, I've got a damn mission I'm supposed to run this.
Blue core is under attack.
I've got about 6 hours to go on that mission. I'm sure I can work it in.
Attack.
Am I gonna have enough space in here?
Blue core is critical. Leviathan available.
Jeez, I
I've got the orb.
Blue core
Let's
is
see what I
secure.
got here.
Your team.
You got 92 tons in there, 102.
7, 6.
Oh, I can just
5,
about squeeze them in there. Yeah,
3,
I can do another 20.
1.
Yeah, and then I'll be full up. definitely going to have to run that
Grab
mission
your orb.
as soon as I finish this, I guess.
Blue core is vulnerable.
Okay,
Attack the
well,
mine node.
what the hell was that? Oh, that was the guy's glove. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you see, we went from having that huge lead to having nothing, practically in no time at all. Yeah, we're almost done here. We're in overtime, so once our score gets lower than the other guy's score and you're in overtime, that's pretty much it. Yeah, at this point we're way too close. We're definitely losing this. Here's our last desperate attempt to get our prime back, and that's the end of that one. Another nice lineup.
Blue core destroyed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do like this. I do enjoy this game, and I'm lucky there's still other people out here that enjoy it too. So. It is tiring, though. I tell you what, man, this is a game. Once you start getting into it and spending a few hours on it, it'll wear your ass out. Because it just takes an effort. You know, it gets to be about 2 or 3 in the morning around here, and they're still playing it. And God, I just think I'm gonna die sometimes. Okay.
Attack the enemy prime node.
I like to be in this position with the Scorpion because you know there's a real high chance that the enemy orb is coming in, and from this position you've got a pretty good chance of taking them out no matter which way it goes. Except when they try this fling maneuver, then you have to do something desperate like try to suicide him and hope that your suicide takes the guy out, which in that case it did.
Grab your orb.
But it could have just as easily went the other way. But that was the only thing I could do at that point.
Leviathan under construction.
Those flings are hard to deal with. I mean, you have to, unless you can take them out with unless you can get a lucky sniper shot on him and headshot him in midair, or knock him off his board with a turret. That's about it. Those are both hard to do. That fling maneuver is one of those things that I'm sure the developers never anticipated when they put this game together immediately. There's a minor flank. I don't get to do enough flanks. There's not too many. There's not a huge number of Manta pilots that really know how to do it.
I have the orb.
Bar will do it most of the time. And I think Chronos will do it. A lot of the people that fly the Manas, though, they just will not flank. I don't usually flank. I try it once in a while, but like as not, I screw it up. Let me pick up that power up. I'm probably needing to lose it. Yeah. Not gonna do me a bit of good.
Leviathan construction stopped.
Oh, I got poker on it. And then Boba Novus finishes me off. There's Kronos. Okay. Let me get back in the turret.
Grab your orb.
I have the orb.
No, I'm gonna get back in this one. I've decided I like this position. I had so much success with that lucky suicide. I've decided I'm gonna repeat that glorious moment. Because I figure with Barr on the other team, there's a really good chance they're going to pull the same maneuver again. He really likes to use that fling. He'll do it every chance he gets. And this would be a real good time for him to do it, so...
Who wants some?
He may not show up, though. I don't remember if he shows up here or not.
Attack the enemy prime node.
I have the orb.
Oh, there's somebody coming up here. Rocky Mountain. Oh, there he is. And he's going to fling him right in there, and this time I'm not going to be quick enough. I managed to kill the guy, but he got his cap first. I have to dodge around here. There's a Mana somewhere in the area right now, and I'm not sure exactly where he up. There he is. Yeah, I found him. That was Bar. Yeah, he didn't do the long range fling that time. He came around the sides, being a little bit more sneaky about it.
Blue core is secure.
I was in a good position to hit him, but I didn't see him soon enough, so I screwed that up bad. There's our Levy. Levy's gonna go on the attack. Well, I'm torn. I can escort the Levy, but Our node is under attack. If our node goes down, that levy's wasting its time. So I'm gonna go back here and make sure our node don't go down. But we've got a bender up here defending us, so maybe we can hang on to our node long enough for the levy to do some good back there. Of course, now the question is, you know, what kind of shit is that levy going through? He's probably getting the crap shot out of him. He's still alive for the moment. I don't know what kind of shape he's in. There's a red tank right there. That's not so good. And our prime went down. Of course it did. Not gonna recover the orb. That's out. Nothing to do but run backwards. Oh yeah. Yeah, they've capped our prime.
Blue core is vulnerable.
I've got the orb.
Tied up a few reds over on their prime, but didn't stop from taking our prime, so we're in bad shape here. Do I want the armor? No, I don't want the armor because I don't have the orb. You don't take the armor if you don't have the orb. That's bad manners. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in real bad shape. We've lost all the nodes, including my node. The red levy's up at our prime, so yeah, we're screwed. I don't feel like running forward. I think I'm expecting Manas to come in here, so I'm going to try to take them out before they can do that. Of course, you can't win. The other thing that's going to happen is they're going to run that levy up and hit the core from way the hell back there, but maybe they won't. Sometimes they decide that they're above all that kind of thing, you know, because shooting the core from way over there by the prime using the levy main weapon, that's a dirty trick, right? Which doesn't stop most people from doing it. I think they're perfectly entitled to do it, but you know, people get the idea. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just a little bit better than that. Well, okay, I guess it works for me. Oh, they just lost that levy anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Just have to worry about the mana coming in. And now we got somebody picked up the orb, and he sure as hell like a toe, and I'd like to give him a toe. But if I leave this position I'm in right now, I'd bet any amount of money there'd be 3 or 4 manas come through here before I'd gone 10 feet. That's usually what happens. I mean, there's any number of positions you can take. There's any number of roles you can play. I mean, they're not written down anywhere. It's just what you learn from playing the game over and over. You know, well, you can do this over here in this situation, or you can do that over there in this situation. Either one of them is useful, but you can't do both.
The prime node.
I have the orb.
And no matter which one you pick, it's entirely possible that events will turn out to where it would have been better if you'd taken the other one. If you run forward and attack, it can well turn out that you should have stayed and defended. If you stay and defend, it could well turn out that you should have went forward and attacked. So you pretty much have to make your mind up about this kind of stuff pretty quick, and hope to heck you jump the right way. So.
Grab your orb.
There's a red scorpion over there behind that tree. It's empty, but that won't stop him from shooting it down. And here comes a red orb. Yeah, looks like we managed to shoot it down that time. Maybe we'll even get the mana. Yeah, okay. That's what this turret is good for. What about this guy? He got an Avril into me. Waiting for the next Avril, but I think he's been shot down. I think that Bender got him. Okay. Will we get the prime? Yes, we did. Let me jump out of here. I've only got 90 hit points, but that's good enough. I'll go pick up the orb. And the armor's not there. Luck's not with me that way.
Red core is under
That's
attack.
okay, because somebody needs to go up there and get that mine node, like, right away.
Core is secure. Attack the enemy.
Otherwise, we're gonna have a red levy. Driving down our throats here in about a minute. Somebody's shooting at it, but there's no way they're gonna shoot it down in 3 seconds. I'll be lucky if I can get over there and cap it before somebody jumps in that levy. I think I'm gonna get it though. Yeah, we got it. That kills the red levy. No red levy for you. Let me see if I can recover that orb. I'm down to 45 hit points now, which is not so good. If that guy down there had been paying attention, he could have just stayed on the ground and shot combo me. Instead, we got a little bit of a duel going on here. This is the kind of thing I really like about this game, where it's death matching, really. But it's a very entertaining little dance routine you go through there. You know, jumping back and forth, trying to psych the other guy out, switching between 2 or 3 or 4 different weapons. You know, I'll shoot the sniper rifle at you, but now you're closer, so you switch to the rocket. And he's not ready for the rocket. He sees you switch to the rocket, and he switches back to, and he jumps backward to get some distance and switches back to the sniper rifle. To throw you off, and it just goes back and forth like that until somebody gets a hit. It's interesting, you know. I don't see that in other games. Most of these games, you know, it's you're sitting there with some cartoon version of an M1 Garand or something, and you're shooting people on the other. They're standing on the other side of the 800,000 different, completely identical crates that litter the entirely cubicle slum landscape, which is the basis of every combat FPS in the world. I can't be too smug about it though. I mean, you know, because on this game, what are we doing? We're playing the same 2 or 3 maps over and over eternally. Because God forbid anybody have to download a custom map. Yeah, that is the weak point in this design. Of course, someday when Google finishes wiring the entire world with free 1 gigabit internet connections, you know, then everybody, you know, then it'll be possible to download all these custom apps, you know, in a quarter of a second or something, and it'll be like a revolution. Of course, by that time we'll be at war with Russia, and by that time we'll be at war with Russia in Syria and Europe, and you know, we'll all be drafted, and you'll have to sell your mother, and you probably won't be worried too much about video games by that time.
Grab your orb.
But you know, you could get lucky. We could get lucky and play video games instead. That might be nice. Yep. Well, see how that works out. Not worth worrying about. There being absolutely nothing I can do about it. Oh, we've knocked him down to 48 points. That's very nice. Okay. And we're about to have another. Oh yeah, we're not going to have another red levy because there's already. We just lost our. No. Just. Yeah, I thought we lost that prime for sure that time. Apparently, I think he died on impact. That happens a lot. You get. You grab the orb. You grab a toe. And on the way to the enemy prime, you pick up all kinds of damage from getting slammed into trees and whatever. And then at the end he tries the great fling. He flings you about 500 yards, and you land, and you don't have enough hit points to survive impact. That's really annoying. Let's see if I can live long enough to pick up that orb. Lost about half my hit points. Is the nuke there? No, the nuke is not there. I have about 0 chance of making this approach. I'm definitely going to try, though. Oh, that's it. Nope. Let me get the Avril out and see if I can get this guy out before. Yeah. Is he waiting for me? He's waiting on me. He's around here somewhere. He's waiting on me. No? Unbelievable. I thought for sure. Let me go around this way. I've got a better chance taking this approach. Definitely not a sure thing though. It was a nice try. I like those kind of runs where I feel like where I feel like I've got some chance of success if I just pick the right approach. You know, it's just a question of not committing to the one you know isn't gonna work. Back off before you get yourself into trouble you can't get back out of. You know. back off and get onto the route that you know, that the route that you might have a chance with. It's just a matter of knowing which route that is, which route that might be. I'm gonna let you defend the prime with that vendor. I'm going forward. I'm not feeling very hopeful because we are, you know, despite the fact that we're way ahead in the score right here, I feel like there's a really good chance we're gonna get the shit beat out of us. Let me see if I get that prime down. I'll probably get, yeah, I got, that wasn't no combo, that was a hit and run. And another hit and run. And we lost our prime. Yep.
Attack the prime node.
Yeah, don't really pay a huge amount of attention to the score until you get into overtime, because this could easily turn into a comeback. It looks like it's turning into a comeback right now. They've got our prime, they've got the levy at our prime. They could station that levy up there and hit our core from up there. But they may not do that.
The prime node.
They're showing signs of having principles.
I've got the orb.
Which is a truly wonderful thing when you're getting up against somebody that's got principles, because then you know you've got a chance to whoop his ass. Well, that's the cynical way
Blue
to put
core
it.
is secure. Grab your orb.
Oh, why am I going this way? I'm not entirely. Oh, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get to the orb. Somebody else picked it up. Well, let me see if I can escort him somewhere useful, like to our prime. Now that it's gone down, I probably should have went back to the prime.
The prime node. Blue core is vulnerable.
Denied the node to bar. Wonderful. Let me go get his mana. It's right over there. I really want to pick up that mana, because that might allow me to get over to the prime, which is where I'm supposed to be anyway.
Blue core is secure.
Oh, but the orb's right there. Let's see if we can get the orb over there. Is that fun times in that orb? It might be. I wasn't really paying attention. Let's get him over to. Yeah, we need to get him to the prime. Definitely, unless he gets shot on the board.
Attack the prime node.
Nope. Oh yeah, we capped it. Wonderful. And I even had enough wit about me to get to bail out before the arrow got me. And got one kill with the rockets. Well, that's nice. And then we lost the orb, and then we lost the prime again. Well, absolutely. That's discouraging. 3.5 minutes left to go. Lost the prime again. We might get it here in a second. Yeah, we got it. Prime is up. Let's get over to the prime and hold it down.
Grab your orb.
And get out of the way of this arrow. Pick up one arrow. Get out of the way before it. No, he's down. Don't have to worry about the second arrow. Okay, there's a red up there on that top platform. I pretty much have zero chance of hitting with this thing, but at least I'm, keeping him from being too comfortable. Yeah, he's gonna shoot down that suicide. No, he's down. Probably get into the turret. Yeah, that would be the thing to do. We've got a levy out here. Just need to hold down the prime so he has to. No, he's down. He's out. Okay. Probably gonna have to ditch the turret. Yep. And see if I can snipe something. Probably not. Yeah. I think I winged him, but that's not gonna be good enough. There's like 2 or 3 people out there going after me with shotgun. I'm gonna have to go to the black camp. And he's using shotgun approach, which is probably gonna be enough to finish me off. Nope, there's a red orb coming in. Yeah, the red orb got denied. Okay, wonderful. I need to go up there. No, I don't. Leave the orb right where it is. That's a good place for the red orb. There's no reds in the area, and their prime is down, so it can stay right there until it times out. But do need to get the red mine back. Do need to get that mine node back again. Once again. Otherwise, we're going to have another one of them red levies coming out. We don't want that. There's the red levy spawn. If anyone on red has the wit to get into it before I cap here, but they do not. There was one guy that was making a leap to get into it, but he was really slow. Okay. And they're trying to stop me from getting this orb out of the area, but yeah, there he is. He's trying to head me off down there, but I'm going the other way. Mana just whizzed by. I don't know if it's a red or a blue mana. Oh, it's fun times and a blue mana. Good. So we can get this. We get the orb up in here. And got killed by the tank. I don't want the tank.
remains.
I get into these moods where I'll get into the tank every time, or other times I just won't get into it at all. You know, I just feel like, no, on this particular match, the tank is just bad news. You know, if I take the tank, it's just not going to go well. You know, I don't know why I feel like that.
30 seconds
It's
left.
kind of an odd thing. It's like I said before, when they're in the middle of these fights, you have to decide what to do like really quickly. You know. And if you make the wrong move, you're going to screw up your team badly, and it's just a lot of it. Sometimes it just comes down to superstition or something. You know, it's like, well, I've been having bad luck with the tank up to this point.
10,
You know, why tempt
8,
fate?
7,
Take the other vehicle instead. The other vehicle is faster. It'll get you where you need to go faster. The tank is slow. You know, the tank has it's powerful, but you can't get anywhere in it. It's not really much good for attacking the enemy prime because it just takes too damn long to get there. And by the time it does get there, you're going to come under all kinds of fire. You're probably going to lose it anyway,
grab your orb.
unless you got all kinds of support. In which case, that's all those people who are not defending the prime. And when you got somebody like Bar there that's flinging orb carriers all the time, oh, we're in overtime. This is almost over. Hooray, the video is almost over. I don't have to, oh god, I go back to playing Elite Dangerous, which was apparently the purpose of my life. No, we're not going to save that time. Let's finish this up. Take the mana out. Yeah, we're almost done. We do one suicide here. And that's going to do it.
Leviathan construct red core destroyed.